Hello everybody, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the rules because there are many Nomad challenges out there. iCO has its own version and I think it makes it a lot more fun. Let's just go to the big board and we'll see what the rules are. Okay, this is going to be played on a multiplayer server, but the server has to be set to hard difficulty and on hardcore mode. The reason for that is just to make it more interesting and to make your death permanent. Actual gameplay rules are as follows. The first 60 seconds of the world, you can collect whatever wood or food or sheep wool or whatever you want, but the reason that you might not want to get too far is you're going to have to meet back up with your friends before you guys start traveling, and then you have to pick a direction before you can begin your travel. So and then from that point on, that's the direction you're going to travel. The important part about that is that north, if let's say you choose north, you can go north, northeast, or northwest, but as long as north is on your compass heading while you're moving, and you can do that by pressing F3 on your screen, you can see right now I'm facing east. I'll highlight that for you here. And if you are going to be going east, then as long as that little thing is pointing, it says east, then you're going east. Okay, so what can you craft? Well, you can craft any object that you can put in your inventory. The only limit to the items that you can build are one stove, so we call it like the camping stove, one workbench, and one bed per party member. The reason you can make a bed, but you can't make a house, is if you find a way to make a bed safe without building a structure, then you are welcome to camp outdoors. So the main rule, like I was getting to already, number 4, is you cannot build structures. You can make a tent, and the reason for this is because you would then have to be lucky enough to find a red mushroom. I know that they're pretty common, but then you also have to at least survive the first night because you need bone meal in order to make a tent. You can play, and then the last part of rule number 4 is that you can place torches pretty much without restriction. You can stand still for as long as you need. You can move. Yeah, you can move forward. You can move in that direction, or you can stand still, but you can't go back. There is one exception to this as well, what's called a visual tether. If you have 3 people, one person would stand still and then turn around, and then the other 2 people could run backwards as long as that one person stays where they are, run backwards until just before you lose sight of the 2 of them, then one of those 2 people can move backwards in that way in order to move backwards for something that you may have missed, like for instance if you run past a village. The other exception is in an encounter, in which time you would declare an encounter. You can move around however you need to survive the encounter or to chase down the prey or whatever it is you need to do to hunt or whatever to get those mobs. But if they are gone, then you need to resume your journey back on the Nomad path. You can't dig down or across any further than 5 blocks deep. So instead you have to climb mountains, negotiate around cliffs, try to jump down large areas, or if you do dig down, you can only dig down a little bit, and then you got to jump. It's part of the challenge. You can't collect stone until you discover it in an outcropping of a mountain or at the bottom of a lake or in a cave or something like that. Which brings us to our last rule, which is you can explore caves, natural mine shafts, and temples during which time you can move in any direction. You don't need to worry about visual tethers. Pretty much all the rules are off. You can run around any direction, explore, fight, survive. You still need to remember that the 5 rules deep applies because we're not building a fortress. That's not the point of the game. And if you think this is a lot of fun, then you can try it out and then share with your friends so that they can learn the rules and play themselves, and then share with us your videos of you guys playing because we want to see it too. So this is John from GeekEntBlog. We'll see you later. So this is the iCO. This is the iCO version of the Nomad Challenge, where we are playing hard difficulty, hardcore mode. That means when we die, the world we cannot come back. We're banned from the world.